And here we are back at another Two Birds with Jamie and Crystal. I can take that away. What's
I
up, everybody?
that up and I'm like, hey, Jamie, I'm over
I'm
here.
like hiding over here, like, yeah, you can see me barely a little bit there. What's going on, everybody? It's date night. It's another Tuesday night, and we're here.
Happy date night.
We're here drinking and talking Two Birds as usual. Where
Can
else
I
could
tell
you
you
want
something,
to
Jamie? I actually had something that ruffled my feathers this week. And I want to tell you about it later. We don't have to talk about it right now because I know we
No, how do you start off like that and then say nope? We're going to talk about that later. Let's talk about it right now.
Because we have a plan, and our plan is we're going to talk about other things first, and then I'm going to tell you what ruffled my feathers later on. Can I just have like a moment to like be like, ooh, let's leave them all in suspense?
You know what? I am such a not a suspenseful guy. I like to get right to it and just jump right on in and stuff like that.
Maybe hate surprises.
Yeah, I'm. It's a you know what? There's no such thing as a surprise in my world. You know what I mean? Everything is very well expected, and that's kind of how that works.
Yeah, Jamie hates surprises. He wants to know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, who's going to be there, what's
I like to be planning out.
What's the plan? Like let's have a roll. Let's go with the flow. Like,
Exactly.
Don't surprise me with shit. I don't.
You know what? I get enough surprises just with like everyday life. You know, it surprises me. It surprises me when we get a bunch of people that come on and watch this show. Yeah, I love the fact.
It surprised you the first night you slept at my house.
Why did that surprise you?
Because you had no idea that you were even coming to my house.
Right. Yeah. Well, that was a big surprise. Hey, well, that was because it was like, hey, you're just going to do this. I'm like, yeah, I can do with anything. You know what I mean? If the door's open, I go walking through it. I don't really care.
That's just how that is. You had a blast. And you were like, where am I ending up? How is this going to happen? And it ended up being a fantastic time. And Jamie was very happy. So
yeah, and like I said, I don't care where I sleep as long as it's got a pillow somewhere I can rest my head and I don't have bugs crawling all over me. I'm in great shape.
And you were in a pink room. You were fine.
Yeah, with crackers all in the bed. So
true story.
Yeah, there was crackers all in. I don't know why there was crackers. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of crackers in this bed. It's like, who eats crackers in bed? I only ever talk about that, like how I wouldn't kick somebody out for eating crackers in bed. Here it was, I'm in a bed that there's a whole bunch of crackers in.
That's what happens when your teenage daughter sleeps in the bed.
Now, all right, just so we can preface this, the teenage daughter was not in the
bed the same night Jamie slept in the bed.
All right, you're gonna have people like calling up hey, I don't know what this show's all about, but it's not the same as
I know that sounded really bad. FYI, Jamie did not sleep in the bed with my teenage daughter in the bed. She was not there that weekend. She was at her father's house. However, there were crackers in the bed. And it was
I wound up in the pink room because a guy who came from Germany, who happened to be he didn't come from Germany, he came from Belgium. Yeah. And he stayed in the Seahawks room. And since I'm not a Seahawks fan, I got the pink room.
Jamie got the pink room.
So, and that's what happened. That was the first time, not the first time we met, but the first time we got to hang out with each other for a little while.
Well, more than like a couple hours.
Yeah, well, we had that whole day. She picked me up at like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I got thrown onto a bus. Next thing you know,
I think it was like 70. It was like 2 nights, right? You say 2 nights? It was
just really one night, just like one night.
All right, I was only.
But it was a really long day because it was like you had to pick us up at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then like all day long, overnight, and then we were up till like 4 or 5 in the morning doing shots.
That's what we do whenever you come into town, and now it's become a thing that me and you stay up to a ridiculous hour.
Yep, that was, and then we got with the draft the next day. So not the draft, the Pro Bowl.
It was the Pro Bowl the next day.
So, and that's where it was, a lot of fun. So we had a great time, and it was the start of a beautiful weekend because then we hung out 3 days at the Pro Bowl, went to the actual game, and had a good time there.
Had a good time. By the way, Jamie, are you so excited for the draft?
I am getting there. I am quite getting there. I'm having a hard time figuring out if I'm going to even be able to get into the draft at all. Like I got my shots and I did everything right, but I can't get a hold of anybody to find out whether they're going to let me in. I'm going either way. I'm going to be standing outside yelling and screaming, which means that all the cameras are still going to come to me anyways because they're going to leave the best fan outside the draft. Well, they're going to hear me about it.
That never happens. So I opted out. I was asked to go, but I opted out this year. 1, because I have to play mommy that weekend. And 2, because of the fact that there were so many protocols. And then if everything wasn't done exactly correctly or exactly to all the standards, then there could be an issue. And I just did, not only did I not want to give up a weekend with my kids, I didn't want to give up a weekend with my kids, end up at the draft, and then not be able to get in.
Right.
Because, and it's not that I would have loved to hang out with everybody outside of the draft, but to hang out, my intention would to hang out with all of my super fans, which would all have been in the inner circle. And if I would have gotten stuck on the outside, I would have been like, last man out. Peace.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it a little bit. Like I'm just a little nervous. I'm like, okay, I guess we're going to be, it's possible that I won't. I expect that I'm not going to be up on stage, even though I got my shot and I made sure I was all taken care of. It's not going to matter. But it is what it is. I'm not really that concerned about it. Could be worse.
I mean, I don't know at this point if they're even going to let any of us up on stage like they used to.
Well, they're supposed to. Every team's supposed to get 12. But I'll know more about it on next Tuesday. I'll be able to talk a lot more about it because I will be there. I'm going to be doing the show from Cleveland next week. So you're going to see us. You're going to see us there. I'm going to be at a local establishment in Cleveland. We're going to get people from Cleveland to come in and talk to us and have us, see what the dating life is at the Flats in Cleveland, Ohio.
Right. And if that doesn't happen, however, we have a third co-host that we're super excited about having on. You saw him last week, Sean. He's going to come on and co-host with me in case Jamie, for whatever reason, cannot log in.
Because we have no idea what it's going to be like.
You're either going to get all 3 of us or you're going to get at least 2 of us.
Exactly. That's exactly correct. So, but it's going to be fun either way. We're going to have a good time. And you guys met Sean briefly last week. He came on the show for a little while, talked about his TikToks and stuff like that. But it's one of those things where, just in case it doesn't work out, because even the best laid plans go to shit sometimes, and that's what this is about.
Sometimes you need to run the ball when you throw the ball.
That's exactly correct. So, and there we have it. So now you kind of know what's going on. Hey, everybody! I'm seeing a whole bunch of people saying hello and stuff like that.
Guys!
I just want to let everybody know that we do see some of your comments to make sure, so I just wanted to respond to let you know that we are paying attention over there and such like that. So I wanted to just say hi and kind of let you guys know that we're seeing this. So let's start off and let people know exactly what we have kind of plans going forward so that if they're interested, and we got 2 weeks to sign up for this, but if they are interested, we'll get this ball rolling.
We want to get this in the works. And I think we're going to get such a great response. And Jamie gave me a kind of a little bit of a pushback on doing it in 2 weeks, but I think we can do it in 2 weeks. We want to do a virtual dating show.
Virtual dating game show.
Like
the dating game show, or whatever they called it with I can't even remember that guy's name, but it was like not the Newlywed Show, but it was like the dating show where you had the one person and you had the 3 contestants and you would ask some questions and stuff like that. We want to do that virtually. We're going to get people that comes on, and we're going to find one contestant who is willing to ask certain questions to three potential bachelors or bachelorettes, depending on which way we go. And that person, and after they choose that, we're gonna weed it out so that they are in a certain area, so that they are fairly close. And ultimately, the goal is that we are going to match a couple on this show.
We want to do it.
That's what we want to do. We want to match on this show. So
we're going to try to, we want enough applications where we can pick one guy or one girl that we can then have them either be the bachelor or the bachelorette. And then we would love to have enough people that we could do it for both, right? But in 2 weeks, we want to do one. So application, you have to fill it. You have to fill out the form. You can opt to stay anonymous if you don't want all your information out there. We will change your name, whatever you want to do. Jamie just posted the link. But we're going to set you up on a little dating game show, and put you on air. If you're a girl, let's do it. Let's pick 5. Jamie and I will pick 3 guys for you. If you're a guy, Jamie and I are going to pick 3 girls from you.
And we're not sure. It's going to depend on how many people sign up on either way. It's going to be able to happen. We also got to get people fairly close to each other so that we know that right now that we understand that Seattle, Philadelphia, and Tampa are the 3 spots. However, we are going to share this. I am sharing this around to a lot of other people in the process. And it's not going to just happen one time. It's not going to happen just one time. We're going to do this. We're going to do this a few times. So sign up now.
Multiple times. So if you don't get matched on the first time, that doesn't mean that you're not going to get matched somewhere down the way.
Exactly. That's exactly correct. So we want to be able to do this. This is going to be a bit that we're going to do at least once or twice a month, depending on how much we get and how well it works. We want to be able to share this with people, and come in and kind of do this, So this is something that we talked about for a little bit. We had to bring it in. We talked about, hey, we were gonna do the TikTok, hey, fly across the country and have a date with somebody, and we're like, yeah, who wants to pay for that? And plus, some of you guys are wackos and crazies. I don't want to talk bad about some of you guys people, but
so Jamie brought up a lot of good points where we don't want to be responsible if something happens badly to anybody, and I agree with that. And we've also made the disclaimer, FYI, I know we're going to break all of your guys' hearts, but Jamie and I are only going to host.
For now. I would be more apt to go do that at some other time. But I think I want to share this with our audience. I want to bring this out to people. This is more for you guys, not for us. You know what I mean? Because I can go run out and have a date somewhere. I could go figure it out. We want
to get you guys that have not been on dates in a year. Come on. A date is like an interview. Go on a date.
So, and I was thinking about that. So,
can you fill out the application? Let's get you on a date.
And that's kind of it was Sean that kind of got me thinking about that, and that was the reason why I decided to choose this as the type of discussion I wanted to bring. That when you go a year without dating somebody, why is that? Why is it that you can go so long without dating? 3 years? 3 years, Christine? Why? Now,
go with dinner.
It would make me believe that either you are choosing to keep yourself out of the market. So, and this is where I'm going to go back to. I'm going to quote the wedding date. With from when it says when the guy who's the male
No.
hooker, the male hooker, whatever he is, I guess the gigolo, and he writes that story and says a woman has exactly the love life that she wants to have, that she chooses to have, and ultimately that there's a air of truth in that, where you have the love life that you want to have. You have the ability to change it. You have the ability to make things different if you want to. And if you don't, if you choose not to do anything better about it, then you're going to be exactly where you expect to be. And that's the problem. That's the problem. You have to be able to hold on. See, now have I seen the guys in Alabama? So I have seen the guys in Alabama when I was in Alabama. And
Christine, I love you. I adore you. I have seen the guys in Alabama. I have.
We got Dane from Australia checking in. We're worldwide around here.
I know.
Worldwide. So.
Oh, much love to you. I can't wait to meet you someday. You are adorable.
It's that I said I love the fact that we have people checking in from all over the world. That makes things a lot of fun.
But Christine, you're close enough to Tampa. If I could hook you up with a Tampa boy, I'd hook you up with a Tampa boy because you could come stay with me and go on a date.
See, and so, but I know that not all the guys in Alabama are the best catch in the ocean. You know what I mean? I understand that Alabama is like a pond in comparison to an ocean, and that there's a lot of challenges in there. However, there's more out there than you're saying. I can imagine that there's definitely more than what you're talking about. Because I know, listen, I know it's a little tough, and it's tough everywhere. You know what I mean? It's hard to find what you want. That's why I'm a big fan of practice. Practice
makes perfect.
That's why I like to date. I enjoy dating. You want to be able to go and see what you. So I like to date because I like to find out what I don't like in a person. It's because it's so easy to say what you want in a person, and I have certain things that I definitely look for when I go out and date. However, when I'm out there dating, I want to find out what it is that I don't like, because when you can start to figure out what it is that you don't want in a person, it's easier to start to weed through some of them, because it becomes where we were talking about this, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. Where is it a soft pass or a hard pass, or just this was last week? What's the red flag, and what's a
flaw, and what's
that's part of that's part of the problem that you run into a little bit. Social anxiety is a real thing. It is a real thing, Christine, but you can't let that dictate your life. You can't do that. I know that's easier said than done. You know what I mean? That's why you go when you start these types of friendships, because stop looking at it as dating. Call it something different. I want to start a friendship with someone, and then it takes all the connotation out of dating. Because I tell you, when you start talking about dating, you then go and think about, like, okay, when you're in a date, the date's going to end at some point, and am I going to kiss this guy, or am I not going to kiss this guy? Am I going to have like when you have a chemistry with somebody, the flirting is easy. You don't have to force it. You don't have to think about what to say, and everybody kind of wants that. It's hard when you don't have that immediate chemistry, when you're nervous. And I tell you, even as open and as upfront and as excited I get about different things, when I go meet somebody for the first time, I get nervous, because
I get nervous, and I say, really, here's true story. When I get nervous, I say really off the wall sexual things. It's when I get nervous, that's what I do. I say really off the wall sexual things because I'm nervous. I don't know what to say. And then I want to say something funny. And then it just comes off really badly.
Now, me, I don't do that because but there are times when I trip over my own words. Like I said, I have definitely, in the process of shooting my shot, forgot the ball. You know what I mean? Like and that's what happens sometimes, because ultimately, like I'm not, when you're nervous, you can't help it. You can't help but be like, what am I doing? Like, I'm trying to figure this out. I want this to be the right thing. I want to be able to talk to this girl. Like in my case, I want to talk to this girl and kind of be witty and funny. And then first off, you can't be witty and funny over text messages when you just start talking to somebody. It doesn't work because they don't know you, and you can't express inflection.
Only if you guys have the same sense of humor. That's the only time it works.
Right. And you don't know that.
And you don't know that until you shoot your shot and figure it out. And then you're like, okay, this is either going to go really good or really bad.
And most of the times when I shoot my shot, especially if I ever feel, and it happens, I feel slightly intimidated. When I feel slightly intimidated, when I find that there is somebody, like when I don't know who you are, it's easier for me to be like, I'm just going to talk and I'm going to do whatever I want to do and it's going to work. Yet when I then find out who you are, and like if you're somebody who just the thought of you is like, oh, like if I think that you might be a little out of my league, which I don't, not many people fall into because I have a very wide barrier, but sometimes people, I feel like just the status makes me feel like that I'm out of their league. Like I don't have anything to offer them.
Or you don't have anything to offer them.
So, and that's only in my own head. That's only in my own head because I have a lot to offer a lot of people. But you still have to do it. You still have to come through. You still got to take that shot because ultimately, you know what? And you can't let things get in the way, like status, age, where you are in your own mind is only in your own mind. Anybody else is going to be able to see any better. You know what I mean? And get beyond that.
Pop-Up is giving me the happiest face ever right now. It's so cute.
Who is?
Theo is. He has the best little doggy face on it. It's so cute. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked because he's just happy as a Pop-Up could ever be at the moment.
But so, like I said, but even when, and people are saying, "Hey, listen, I'm easy to talk to." Like it's like I'm so laid back, and people that know me know, like it's like, listen, listen. There are a lot of times I can.
Well, okay, but I get the complete opposite because I usually get that. I thought I would approach you, and you were going to be so stuck up, and I didn't expect you to be so opening to me, and I thought you were going to be really standoffish, not be interactive. Like I get the complete opposite, and then when people actually talk to me, I'm like, "Hi, I love you, I adore you, you're the best thing ever," and they're like, "That was not what I expected you to be, a complete bitch," but I'm not.
Well, I don't get that. Like I get.
No,
I'm a little different. So
that's the pretty girl syndrome. That's the glamorous pretty girl syndrome.
I can understand that. You know, that there's that when you are somebody who is in the limelight, when you're in the limelight a little more as a woman, it becomes more difficult for the guy to step up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I fall into that same category.
You
Not
do.
me personally. Not me personally, but like if there's a woman who is in the limelight a little bit, I get nervous. Even though I'm in the limelight some. You know what I mean? Like, but I get a little.
Jamie, do I make you nervous?
No, you don't.
No.
But that's
No, that's because Jamie knows that I'm just a complete goofball.
But I mean, I've had moments in time where it's just like, what am I doing? What did I just say? What?
What did I get myself into?
And it's hard sometimes.
Sorry, Pop-Up squeaking his toy. Theo, yeah. You're being very loud.
I figured he was doing something else with the toy, but that's a different
story.
No,
he's found the squeaker. He's being very bougie right now. He wants me to pay attention to him. That's really what's going on.
I understand. I get it.
That's what the squeaking is all about. He squeaks the toy, so you're like, I'm going to stop you from doing what you are doing at the moment and pay attention to me.
Understood. He wants to be on the show is really what it is. He's looking for a doggy date.
He's looking for a doggy date.
But
if anybody's got, he's got a girlfriend though.
Well, that's good for him.
I know, it's great for him. However,
he's doing his thing.
He's not looking for other attention outside of his girlfriend.
Yeah, see that isn't that like every other guy in the world out there? He's going outside the relationship.
No, Jamie, don't put all guys in that same box. You're not.
No, you're right. You're right. You know, it's like when I tell people, it's like, you know, I'm not a grass is greener guy. I just like grass.
No, you just like grass.
You know, and that's you know, and that's like a dog mentality a little bit. If you can't eat it, if you can't eat it or screw it, piss on it.
Don't pee on me.
Well, thank God. That's a whole different thing, isn't it? That's a whole different show. We didn't want to go there. We didn't need to go there, but you went there. You went right there.
I did. Please don't pee on me. 28 minutes. Please don't pee on me.
Never a dull moment. This is the type of quality entertainment that you get at the Two Birds podcast.
Please don't pee on me. Ever.
Those golden showers are a no-go here.
Hard pass.
Thank God for that.
Hard pass.
We don't have one cup here. But anyways, so just to circle back a little bit, for anybody who is interested in the dating game show, please write this link down, fill out the application, and then come in.
And you can find the link. The link is up on our page. It's attached to my TikTok. We'll attach it to Jamie's TikTok. The link is going to be very accessible to you.
We're going to be sharing it a lot. We want to get this out to everybody. We want to, if you're not even, and we would like for you guys to share it as well. Like this is something.
Share
the fans of the show, please share us out there. We're trying to grow a little bit more here.
If you don't want to sign up and you're like, hey, I know somebody that should sign up, share it with them, have them. And it's not an eHarmony application. You're not going to be spending 8 hours filling this out. I swear to God, it's 5 minutes. It's a quick, easy, done application. It's not going to take a long time. We're not talking eHarmony here, okay?
Perfect. And just so that you know, Christine says golden showers are a red flag.
Oh, well, I agree with you, my love.
I would tend to agree as well. I am not a golden shower guy. I am not a golden shower guy.
Don't be me.
Yeah, I don't want to be peed on either. I'm just not
So
not.
okay, I'm gonna put this out there. The only time that I will ever be peed on is if you are my child, my grandchild, or if we are in our late 70s, 80s where we no longer have control and I'm taking care of you, then you can be on me. But
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
Jimmy's
never,
I'm still out.
yeah, I don't even know that I want to talk about like getting that old. But I will say, another allowable time is if you're that wasted drunk and you pee the bed, and I happen to be laying in the bed, I'm going to give you that pass. Just that once. Because we've all done it once. Gotten so wasted drunk.
I've never done that.
No, but you've been drunk for like 2 days and 3 days at a time that you haven't gotten up out of bed. So I know.
Do we have to recall Super Bowl all over again?
I didn't recall nothing. It wasn't me. I left that day.
It's all Jamie's fault. Jamie got me that drunk.
Don't look at me.
Jamie,
I was outside.
Jamie had nothing to do with it. Jamie had absolutely nothing to do with it.
In fact, I was pretty bitter that we were stuck walking for so long and not finding an Uber.
God, we walked forever. And then Luke and I were so excited that we finally got like a table at Waffle House at the perfect time that we actually got an Uber, and we were like, we just want to eat. Oh crap. This is probably the only way we're gonna get home tonight. We're not eating.
Right. It was either that or walking. So
Luke and I were so excited to eat Waffle House at that point in time in our lives.
Well, Waffle House is not the best in the world.
It wasn't, but it was delicious, especially after walking for like 2 hours.
We didn't walk for 2 hours. We
And
only walked.
drinking and taking shots along the way.
Well, I didn't have any shots either. I guess maybe that was half the problem. I was feeling sober. Yeah, you guys were drinking and I wasn't.
Oh, well.
I'm drinking now, though. I'm finishing the vodka.
Why did you stop drinking?
Well, I really wasn't drinking that night. I was working.
Yeah.
If you remember, I was doing interviews and.
I know I remember that, but I thought you stopped that at some point.
You didn't even put me in your TikTok video where you were walking like a bad bitch.
I tried to find you. You were gone.
I was doing interviews.
You were gone.
And yes, we were doing Jello shots. We were doing Jello shots out of syringes.
I can't tell you.
Jen was there. Jen
was there. I can't tell you how many shots like people just randomly handed me that night and were like, "Here, take this."
See, and then you're wondering why you were so drunk, and that's. I understand now. What a time! It was great.
Buckaholic boys, they get you in trouble every single time.
That's the way it works.
That's why they're called Buckaholic boys.
So
God love Chris and Seth and Rob. God, love those boys. Love them to death.
And Adam says when you're drinking, Waffle House is good food.
Luke and I were so excited for Waffle House, and then we had to leave.
They sat down at a table that hadn't been cleared yet.
We did.
They were like picking fries off of somebody else's plate.
We did not pick off. I did not. Luke may have. I did not.
Are you calling Luke a fat ass?
No. I'm just saying when
Luke's
drunk, he will eat anything in front of him.
Other people left. He was like, "Yeah, hold on. I got to sop up the rest of this gravy. You know, this is syrup."
God bless a gorilla that will eat anything. He will.
Go figure. When he's not picking his butt, he's out there eating whatever he wants. Anyways, that was the Super Bowl trip. It was a lot of fun.
We had a blast. We were up till because Josh and Chris had to leave my house at 5 a.m. So we did not go to bed until they left.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to get up at 9.
You had to get up at 9. Luke was passed out on the couch. Josh went up to Josh.
We have a lot of people that are up for the Waffle House. Waffle House is like the
all-star breakfast for drunk people.
You know, there's only one good thing at Waffle House.
Can I tell you my best Waffle House story?
Sure.
All right. So my best Waffle House story is I was in downtown St. Pete and I was out with a bunch of friends and then we went to a Waffle House afterwards. And I, of course, was little wasted and I wanted French toast because that's normally what I want when I'm wasted and I want breakfast. And they were like, we don't have French toast on the menu. I was like, can I just have French toast and champagne? And they're like, okay, well, 1, we don't serve alcohol, and 2, we don't have French toast. I was like, okay, but you have bread, you have eggs, and you have cinnamon. And they were like, yep. I was like, and then I made friends with the cook, and I got him to make me French toast.
There you go.
Went across the street, bought a bottle of champagne, brought it back into Waffle House, and had my French toast and champagne, and I was good to go.
There you go. Champagne with mimosas. Let's go, baby. Woohoo! Waffle House special. The Waffle House Grand Slam.
Waffle House Grand Slam.
See,
He's like, please don't tell anybody that I made you French toast. I'm like, I'm not going to tell anybody. I will not tell you
I'm an IHOP guy. I love IHOP.
But that did happen.
I am a huge fan of IHOP. Love IHOP.
I love IHOP.
And it's, it has something to do with the syrup on the pancakes. I drown my pancakes in syrup. Drown them.
Cracker Barrel, best syrup, hands down.
No, absolutely not. Cracker Barrel. I won't say anything bad about Cracker Barrel just in case they want to ever be a sponsor of the show. I have not enjoyed Cracker Barrel's breakfasts up to this point.
Cracker Barrel can send me all of the syrup that they would like to. Just pour it all over me.
That's another episode that we will talk about later. For syrup and Crystal.
That sounds like 2 really sticky things. All right, are we getting into TikTok scenario?
We're getting close. All
right.
We have another TikTok. We have another Waffle House story. Hey, listen, just in case anybody didn't notice, I guess I have to share this to the feed. If you guys want to come on the show and share your stories, please do.
Yeah.
I've been sending it down, but I want to make sure that everybody gets a piece of it. So, but Christine, who never leaves her house, talking about how she almost got into a fight with a guy at the Waffle House, and this is her favorite Waffle House story. Alcohol was involved, and she almost got into a fight.
Christine, you're going to leave the house and come down and visit me.
Waffle House, the sponsor of everything after 2 a.m.
So Sean wants to know more info on the syrup thing. He wants me to call him later. This whole Sean.
Yeah. He wants more info on the syrup thing.
So lots of syrup stories. I have tons of syrup stories. I actually have tons of butter stories too, because I used one of my things would be like, I would tell somebody that that's funny.
I'm gonna butter you up, Buttercup.
I'm gonna butter you up, and sometimes
Jamie, are you actually buttering girls up and like sliding across them?
Only on a couple of occasions.
All right.
I cannot confirm nor deny that there was a whole pound of butter used at one point.
A pound of butter?
Sometimes you gotta add seasoning.
Butter is like salt, pepper seasoning.
Yeah, well, do you ever try to have fun in salt? It's like having fun in sand. It becomes a little bit of rough.
So you add butter.
So hold on, hon. See, there we go. Let's see. Now Jen's got the right idea. Buttery nipples. And I'm being asked if handcuffs were involved. Hold on.
Well, we're talking about Jamie. Handcuffs were definitely involved.
Just in case,
Things I don't need to know about my TMI, Jamie. Things I don't need to know about my best friend.
Or hold on, where you're like in the door.
Oh God.
And I have them.
Stop. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
She was surprised that I actually had them on hand.
I'm not. I am not at all. I am not surprised at all. Jamie probably keeps those in his back pocket.
No, not in my back pocket. I'm not in my back pocket.
Hold on. Wait. When I was up in Philly with you, what was the like street area that we went down that had all like
South Street.
Yes.
South Street.
We went down South Street. We had so much fun.
It was a lot of fun down in South Street. So
we went to a couple of different like sex shops. We went to a couple of like bookstores that were like.
Those bookstores were actually cool bookstores, like old school bookstores where they had like leather binders.
Yeah.
With like real parchment in between, not like normal paper and stuff like that.
Okay, what was the name of the store?
Sean, you have no idea. I've got a whole room.
Oh, he has a whole room. And I have not seen it. I have not been in it.
Yes, Danielle, the check stops are still there.
Yes. What was the name of that store that I wanted to go into that was an appointment only?
Oh, that was the dress shop. That was the dress shop. You have to be. It's typically meant for the dancers in that area and stuff like that. That's right on South Street.
Everything I wanted to wear. I was like, I want that. And they were like, yeah, you can. Yeah,
Jen or Danielle, guys. I know you guys are listening. No, not Condom Kingdom. But it's the store on South Street. It's literally on South Street, and it's for appointment only. I want to say it's on about 6th and South.
I follow them on my Instagram. I could look it up on my Instagram, but their outfits are to die for.
Sean, I understand. I lost a lot in the breakup. Yeah, and you got to let them take it. You can't, because it's theirs, really. You don't want to use it with anybody else.
No.
It might have been eye candy. Was that the dress shop? It's the dress shop.
Oh, can I be rude and look on my phone? Because I have it on my Instagram.
It was 2 blocks down from the tile place.
Yes. Their dresses were gorgeous. I was like, can I have them make me a She-Hawker dress, please? And they were like,
Jen was really excited about the shoes. It is eye candy. Danielle's saying eye candy too.
It's eye candy? Yes. I won't even look it up then. Amazing. I want an appointment. If I come back up to Philly, I want an appointment at Eye Candy. Do I need to get a pimp to make that happen?
I can make anything happen.
Are you going to be my pimp for a day to give me an appointment at Eye Candy?
Can I wear the fedora?
Sure.
I'll put a feather in the fedora. Even better.
All birds happen. Let's go.
So I'm a big fan of stuff like that.
I mean, it's rhinestone dresses.
He's got 9-inch stilettos from there.
Yes, not like 9-inch stilettos, all rhinestone dresses with they're gorgeous. Gorgeous.
And for anybody listening, it is a high-end store. It's meant very promiscuous wear. So the one time I was ever in there, I'll tell a story. I got a story. Of course, I got a story. I'm going to a Pimps and Hoe party. And the guy who's throwing this party, he owns a bar. I know him pretty well. The girl that I'm seeing works for his wife at the hairdressing salon. Mm-hmm. And I am throwing the poker games at his establishment. And I get invited to his house for a Pimps and Hoe party. Now, I don't have like a pimp wear, but I do happen to have a white suit and a white fedora. Mm-hmm. And a bright purple shirt. And I go out and I have to find a dress for my date for this Pimps and Hoes party. And I find a just literally sheer dress. It was straight sheer. And this pink wig at Eye Candy. And I'm like, I want the dress and I want the wig. We won the best Pimp and Hoe.
You would.
We won. I tell you, it was wearing this white suit. I probably was the only time I ever wore this white suit ever in my life. I bought a white suit at one point in my life. I don't know why you would ever buy a white suit. You know, I am not the kind of guy that wears a white suit.
Can I tell you, I'm a huge fan of white sport jackets. It doesn't have to be a full white suit. A pair of jeans with a white sport jacket. Whew.
No, Jen. She didn't win. We won because it was, first off, she wasn't a 10. She was like a 6.5, 7. But with me, she was a 10.
I liked how you filled in those empty numbers. All right, let's get to our TikToks.
A lot of TikTok. We have a couple of TikToks today.
So you can stay on point.
So I'm going to bookend with mine in comparison to, Captain Jack shows up. Look at that. We got a pirate in the house.
Hey, Captain, my captain.
So thanks for stopping by, Captain. Real quick, you're right here, ready for TikToks. So we're gonna bookend. We're gonna bookend with my TikToks.
Okay.
And so this is the first one. I felt that this was kind of relevant, and this has actually got a really good, meaningful thing. So this is going to get a little deep really quickly.
We're about to hit a serious topic real quick. I know there's a lot of men on this page, so maybe this will help y'all out, understand better where we're coming from. I know for sure if you hear this advice, it's going to help us single moms out tremendously. If you guys are dating a single mom and you guys get to the point where you get the opportunity to meet her kids, know that that is such an honor, first of all, and it's so important. And if she's a good single mom, it probably took a really long time to get there. Because now there is like a whole new level of hurt that can happen if things don't work out. So don't mess with her heart unless you are ready. Don't meet those kids unless you are ready, because that to a mom is like such a big deal. And if for some reason it doesn't work out and you guys have to go your separate ways, just know that she is left with a tremendous amount of hurt in the big picture. Because whether you think it's a big deal or not, those little hurts are hurting. Number two, and this is just a personal opinion, I think that both of you guys should sit down with those kids and explain what's going on. And so it doesn't have to be a big dramatic thing like, oh, you just disappeared. I'm going through this for the first time ever because I've never introduced anyone to my kids before, and it is hurting my heart.
I felt that had to be said. Like when I saw that video, it was like, when I go on TikTok and I download a lot of videos because I want to be able to share this with you guys. And not every video makes the cut.
No.
But when I saw that one, it was like I needed to share this one. And I knew it was a little deep. I knew it is especially when we're saying, hey, listen, this is going to be the first one that we're going to show. But it was something that was very important to me. Listen, my ex is in that same boat. You know what I mean? Eventually, she's going to introduce my kids to another guy. And I need her to be as strong-willed as that girl was. You know what I mean? Because I need her to be that. Because I can't be there for this. You know what I mean? I can't be there, that to say, hey, listen, this is got to happen. But this is going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Unfortunately, as much as I love my ex.
So can I comment on this in two different ways?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to comment on this in a way of it depends on what age the kids are at. If you have younger kids, I 100% agree with what she's saying. If you have kids that are anywhere between 10 and under, I 100% agree with what she is saying. I did not introduce anybody to my kids when they were that age until I knew that we were in a serious relationship and we had been dating for 6 months and I knew that it was going somewhere. Didn't happen. You did not meet my kids. Now that my kids are older, I think that they are very more aware, and I think they're at the age that it's good to have that open communication that I'm dating and that here are the guys that I'm dating and here, like, this is what's going on in my life and this is what's appropriate and not appropriate and how they're treating me and this is not okay. Not like to the full extent, but I do have a teenage daughter and I want her to learn. She has, and I'll give you an example of this. She has learned a lot from me being a strong woman in the dating world to not put up with stupidness.
And it's important. It's important to not have to, you know what I mean? Because that ultimately.
So her and one of her girlfriends came to me this last weekend, and her girlfriend wanted some dating advice. And my daughter's first reaction was, just go talk to my mom. And she was like, that's kind of weird. And my daughter was like, that's not weird. Like, my mom's just going to be honest with you. It doesn't matter. Just go talk to my mom. Like, she's either going to tell you. And she told me the whole scenario. And I said, like, why are you interested to a guy that's not interested to you? Like, next man up. Like, let's go. Like, don't do this to yourself. You're worth more. Don't put up with it. If he's not responding, move on. Like, what are you doing? And my daughter said, I told you the same thing. Like, I told you the same thing. And I felt proud as a mom because I've taught my daughter not to put up with that bullshit.
Right. It's important. So
dating is dating. If he's not interested in you, don't dwell on it. Don't say I only want to be with him. I'm only going to wait for him to pay attention to me. I'm only going to do this. I'm only going to do that. No, my daughter's like, he doesn't want me. All right, let's go. Next man up.
Well, and to be honest, it's going to be when you're younger, it's a whole different scenario. Obviously, it's like it's a whole different world. And
It is.
women, like girls like to fall in love. They want to fall in love, and I feel like that it's part of womanhood to have your heart broken.
It is. However, I feel like Abby has figured out that if a guy is not really interested in her, she's not going to invest that time with him. She's going to focus on her and what she wants to do and what her goals are. And when a guy comes around that is that interested in her, her views are going to change. But until then, she's like, I do whatever you want to do. I'm good.
Yeah, he's just not that into you.
Right.
Just not that into you. Yeah,
Just
I
not
understand.
into you. Let's go. Next man up.
Exactly. Next man up, and we'll use that as the segue to the next TikTok.
Part 2 of bringing courting back. I'm going to say this loud. I want everybody in the back to hear it. Communication. Communication. Say it with me. If you have now captured the audience of this lady, if you're in a relationship with this lady or this man, or you're married with them, communication is key. Communicate everything. Open up to them. Tell them your feelings. That way they'll communicate it back to you. They'll feel like they can be open with you as well. Communication is everything when it comes to any type of relationship, whether it's new, whether it's just starting a conversation, or whether it's been had for 60 years. Communication is key every day. So let's communicate with them better. Let's be open with them. I'm not asking you to cry at their shoulder. I'm saying communicate with them that you don't feel good today. So let's communicate better with each other.
So I got something out of this that probably not what everybody got out of this. I am one of those guys that learned the truth will set you free. And if you communicate the truth, you will understand exactly. They will understand you. The one thing that my ex always tried to tell me that I probably had the hardest time learning is you have to give me the ability to be angry at you instead of you thinking I'm going to be angry at you.
Yep. Oh, God, love her.
So like that, because ultimately that's where the lie begins.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the lie begins. When you feel that when you don't want to have to deal with something, and that's what it comes down to. You don't want to deal with something, so you have to make up the small little lie.
Yeah.
And ultimately, so the problem with me is that I'm a bad liar.
You are an awful liar.
And I get caught in my lies.
Yes, you do.
But I also project my lies.
Yes, you do.
So like I don't, because I know I would rather get caught in the lie because it's easier. And like I need to get caught in the lie, so it's easier for me to tell the truth.
Just tell the truth.
Well, so in my case, most of the time, the reason why that I would tell that little lie is because I feel like it's going to hurt her feelings to do that. So
it is. It's going to hurt our feelings. And I'm going to tell you this. I can deal with a lot. But I can't deal with what I don't know. I would rather you come to me with the truth and the honesty and let's deal with that together than come with the misleading and the half stories and then me having to put the pieces together, because now I'm dealing with the dishonesty and I'm dealing with putting the pieces together on my own.
And it also becomes once you lie about this, what else
what else are you going to lie about? And it could be not that big of a deal if you would have just come to me on the front end. and I would have been perfectly okay with it, and we would have dealt with it together.
Right.
But
But
because
ultimately,
you didn't
it
do
starts.
that, and then you like made these tiny little lies on top of it, on top of it, on top of it, on top of it, where then I had to then piece stuff together for it to make sense. Now I'm going, okay, this could have been an issue that was easily resolved. Instead, you made it into this huge thing. And now how am I ever supposed to trust you ever again?
Well, and that's the hard part with this, is that because, that little lie becomes the trust barrier, and I have, that was one of the things that I have had an issue with my entire life of dating. Without a doubt in my mind. It's like throughout my entire life of dating, I have always had, even when I wasn't doing anything wrong, I was very reserved in what's happening in my life. I don't want to share what's going on in my life. And in the process of that, it would look shady. So even though I might not be doing anything wrong,
do you know that that's like childhood drama that you have to deal with, though?
But that's just the way that it's easier for me to not tell you what it is that I'm doing, because I don't want you to get worried about the fact that I am possibly getting myself into a situation that you would be unfaithful to you. And although that's not where I would think, because I'm just doing what I'm doing, I always would feel, because they would always have trust issues with me in the first place, that's where they would go. That they were thinking that I am going to cheat on them because I am out somewhere where there is other women going to be, and because I am who I am, that I'm going to cheat.
And Jamie, I love you and I adore you, and I'm going to give you some really hard truth right now.
They were right.
They were right. They were right. And if you wanted them to not question what you were doing, you would have been honest with them in the first place. And two, they were not the right girl for you. So you were getting out of the situation with where you needed to break up with them. Instead, you were just being the bad guy. Because you didn't want to, your thought process of being the bad guy was breaking up with them. Instead, you wanted them just to break up with you, and you thought that was an out.
No. So I'm actually gonna go a little bit backwards here. My problem was that I couldn't verbalize what I can now.
Well, that's a lot of that is very true.
Like I said, I'm not a grass is greener guy. I just like grass.
You like that.
And I'm going to share a moment. So all right, I'm going to share a moment with you guys in a couple of different ways here. I had a friend of mine pass away this Friday, very suddenly. 49 years old, massive heart attack. I won't say he wasn't a great friend. Like, he wasn't somebody who I was very, very, very close to. However, I lost a lot of money to him in poker. Because we would play poker games all the time. I'd get my sometimes, but like, he would get me most of the time. He won my fantasy football league a lot of the time. He was a lawyer. He was very charismatic. He was very intelligent. I learned a lot of my wit from him because he would use it on me, and I wouldn't know how to respond. And then, so I learned how to use that and stuff like that. So definitely somebody who passed away a little too soon. However, I remember one of the very first conversations I had with him. and how we were discussing how that even back then, and we're talking 25 years ago, yeah, about maybe not less, maybe about like 23, 22 years ago, how I am willing to give myself emotionally and spiritually, and even in some cases financially, to one woman. But I don't know that I could ever be monogamous. And this is 23 years ago. Then you start dating and you find somebody that you like, and you try to curb what your thoughts are so that
I 100% believe that about you.
But I was never able to fit into that mold.
Mm-hmm.
And he said the same thing. He said, he was like, yes, I absolutely understand that I can give a lot of myself to someone else, but I can't give all of myself to someone else, because I'm always going to have some of myself for myself. And only I can share that part of me with who I want to share it with.
That's very true.
And that's when you can understand that part of your life, that's when things are, that's when you can start to really make sense of everything else. I mean, he was married 3.5 times. You know what I mean? So it's like he went through that. Like, I met him. He had this conversation with me in front of his very first wife. 2 years later, he was divorced, and he was getting married to a doctor. A little bit later than that, they were getting divorced. He was about to get married to somebody, and they broke it off. And then he got married to his final wife, who, unfortunately, like I said, he was 49 years old, way too young to have a massive heart attack.
Way too young. Well, I'm sorry for your loss, Jamie.
And thanks. Like I said, it's really, unfortunately, it's the world's loss, because he really was an absolutely charismatic guy. Like, he was something that if you knew him, yeah, like I said, he was an asshole. But I like those types of assholes. When you know who you got, when you know what type of asshole that person is,
yes,
and you can respect that asshole,
yes,
that's a good asshole to know, because he was a great asshole to know. He was a great asshole to know. And I am really that way. Like I said, we weren't the best of friends, and we had, when I can't talk back to somebody, when I can't banter back because you have beaten me so badly that I can't banter back, I have to resort to, like, good old fashioned, I will kick your ass.
I've done that to Jamie, and Jamie has done that to me.
No, I haven't. But
you have 100% done that to me.
Maybe more fun, because I would never kick your ass.
No, you would never.
But he made me mad enough one time that I would have kicked his ass.
But you have the ability to put me in my place and be like, you're acting like a bunch of bullshit.
Well, no, but that's a different scenario. But I could verbally do that. Like, I could verbally put you in your place. When I verbally get berated to a point where I can't fight back, it's rare that somebody can get me.
All right. Well, no.
Yeah, it's rare that somebody.
No, you've never done that.
It takes a certain level of intelligence. It takes a strong level of intelligence, and he had that.
In my place.
Right. I can put you in your place because I know how to put you in your place, but I also know how to put you in your place and then build you back up again.
That is very true.
So it's not a matter of things like that. But like I said, it's rare when somebody's intelligence is going to overtake me to a point that I can't speak anymore.
All right.
So, and I tell you, and that's like an ultimate compliment to him. I mean, it really is an ultimate compliment. Don't think that I'm trying to berate him, by having that by saying this. Because there's not many, people that can do that. In
Yeah.
fact, I can count on one hand how many people have been able to do that to me. And I would still have fingers left over. So it's not like I feel that way about many people. But like I said, it was one of those things that caught me completely off guard, and it's like, wow, how fragile life is in the grand scheme of things. You know what I mean?
All right. Do we have any more TikToks? Are we done with TikToks?
No, we have a couple more. So we're not.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry to have gotten deep on you guys for a minute, but so here's the other one of Crystal's.
Okay, guys, we need to talk about something. Like, you all realize that your dating profile is like a resume. You have 5 seconds to make an impression. And right now, all of the cis men out there not making impressions. Let me help you.
Let me help you, please. Please.
We're gonna play that again because you didn't get to see any of the writing, and I think that was a big deal. Like that's half of the TikTok here, and it's a quick TikTok, so we're gonna do it again. Just
do it again.
Okay, guys, we need to talk about something. Like, you all realize that your dating profile is like a resume. You have 5 seconds to make an impression. And right now, all of the cis men out there not making impressions. Let me help you.
Let me help you. Let me help you, please.
I am not as concerned about this. I am
because I've seen them. So if any one of you lovely gentlemen that do want to meet a lady would like help with their online dating profile,
don't ask Crystal. Don't ask Crystal. Let me help you.
Don't ask me. Please don't ask Jamie. Ask me.
No way.
You see Jamie's profile.
Oh, you want to see my profile?
I've seen your profile.
No. You haven't seen my profile lately.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't see the updated version after I helped you.
Hold on. Let me do it. Let me pull it up.
Are we gonna get to see the online dating profile now?
We're gonna see the online dating
He
profile.
did not get to see the online dating profile after I gave him suggestions of how his profile was awful.
Okay, so all right, I'm gonna read my profile. All right. I enjoy a good beer. Triples and wits are my taste. And spicy Bloody Marys. I have been to more countries in the world, 42, than I have U.S. states, 37. Fully vaccinated and passport on the ready. I do travel a lot for work, so if I'm in your area and you are up for hanging out, let's do it. Serious when I need to be, but all about having fun with the right people. I do a dating podcast every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. on YouTube called Two Birds with Jamie and Crystal. Check it out. I still have...
Those awful pictures.
No, that's a great picture. The one with the horses is great.
Jamie, my love, that doesn't even look like you anymore.
It does look like me. That looks like me, though.
That looks like you.
Right, because that's how you know me.
That looks
the
like you.
kids.
That looks like you.
That shows me with the
Philly
Falcon.
sports guy. That doesn't look like you.
You like that picture. That's why you're not saying nothing.
No. Stop it with the porn mustache. And don't have pictures with other females.
Well, I couldn't help it. That was a good picture of me.
That's That's you.
I'm getting a lot of no's. Just no.
I mean, that's one of my favorite pictures of you.
That's from the guy who passed away, unfortunately.
I know. That's one of my favorite pictures of you.
So, but that's that one. Hold on. Let's go with the Bumble. Let's do the Bumble. I don't even know what I have on the Bumble.
Bumble it up, Buttercup.
Bumble gets a lot. So, hold on. First one is still Bumble, still the horses. I like the horses.
Stop with the horses. Would you please get rid of that picture? Why are you posting pictures of you 20 years ago?
It's not 20 years ago. That's 2 years ago.
You don't look like anything like that. That's you. I like that picture. That's actually you. This is why you can't post pictures that are 2 years old. Again, I like that picture of you. That's very you. Oh God, why with the porn mustache? Stop.
It's with the goatee. I have a goatee on occasion. There you go. What about that one?
I love that one. That's my favorite one of all of them.
So, and what do I say here? What do I say? See, I took away, because this is the one where I used the lyrics to hurt. You know, when I was doing the shut up.
When I don't actually want to.
So here are my two truths and a lie.
About me, I'm just going to use song lyrics instead.
Here's the two truths and a lie. Two truths and a lie. Been to more foreign countries than U.S. states. I am a very excitable Philly sports fan, and I am a virgin. That's my two truths and a lie. You think you can figure that one out?
If you have a dating profile like Jamie, please DM me. I will help you with your dating profile. You will get more girls.
So, all right, should we look at the type of girls that are interested in me?
Yes.
Am I allowed to do this?
Yeah, I mean, it just like put your finger over their name or their username.
I mean, I'm not showing the whole pictures here.
No, but I know, but I just know that that's not your type.
Yeah, it's definitely not my type. Hold on, though. Hold on. Because what do you get when you put horses in there? More horses. You're like trying to check it out. You're trying to see.
Clearly, she like almost cropped herself out in the entire picture. You have no idea what she actually looks like. You see a horse's face. Okay, so the girl has Botox and can't smile and has no expression.
Wow. She's got Botox and has no expression.
She can't even smile. Do you want to show me another picture?
Hold on. Now actually, I'm showing the other one. So.
100%. Oh my God, that is so filtered. It is unbelievable.
Okay.
Can I filter my pictures that good?
Hold on.
You are going to get catfished. Oh, yes. 100% catfish.
It's not the same girl that I just showed. This is a different girl.
Where did that girl come from?
This is the same girl I just showed you a second ago that you said I'm getting catfished with. That I'm getting catfished. Anybody's going to catfish
Hey, it doesn't
me.
look like the same girl.
Well, those two girls are the same. It's the same pictures, but
Hence the reason why I said you were getting catfish. They don't even look like the same person. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no.
okay.
She
End of
is
story.
filtering the crap out of those pictures.
Okay. Look at this. I'm getting, oh my God, filters. No damn way. That's a magazine picture. So fake. Like I can't rank any of them. Like, nope. I'm screwed. There ain't nobody, no way that anybody that cute is going to look at Jamie. No way.
I didn't
Because
say that.
I got a horse in my pictures. I got 2 horses in my pictures, and I'm wearing a cowboy hat. There ain't no way that anybody is going to do that for me. Nope. You're too fucking ugly, Jamie. You know, you ain't going to have a cute girl that are interested in you.
Jamie, you have plenty of cute girls that are interested in you. That one happens to be fake.
I don't believe that. Hold on. I got more. Hold on.
Girls. You have sent me pictures of cute girls that you have dated, and they are really cute. However, that one is fake. But bumble it away, Buttercup.
Should we talk about Bumble for a minute?
Well, we're going to do that. I'll be right back. Oh, no. Where is this conversation going?
Wow, I had somebody fresh just like me. Literally, as we're talking, I got a new fresh one.
A new fresh one.
I got a fresh one. Yeah, I don't know. And you're going to tell me it's filtered again, I'm sure. This is all filtered, right? How about this, guys? Is that filtered?
Hold on.
I'll show another picture of her. I'll show another picture. And I'm... Come on, jump on in. Hey, for any... Come on. You got to introduce yourself. You can't just show half your face.
No, me?
Yes,
I didn't even see I was on. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, you're half your face, so you're in now. You gotta introduce yourself to let everybody know who you are, and I'll fill them in.
Hi, I'm Jared.
Jared and Crystal have been dating for a little while, and just so that everybody knows, I met Jared back at the Super Bowl, so he's been around for a few minutes. Mm-hmm. He doesn't always wear pink shirts, but he's comfortable in his manhood to wear pink.
I wear a lot of pink, I think, actually.
Well, that's not, that's a whole different episode. We don't need to talk about that right now. but Jared is a great guy.
I wanted to see a picture real quick. He said something. I was like, oh shit, let me take a look.
And he was like half faced in. He was like half faced in.
Right. No. Wait, go back just a tiny little bit. Wait, come back. And he
I'm like, you gotta show your face now. So but here was the picture. Here was the picture that I was showing.
She is much more normal.
Hold on. So let's show the first picture of her that I showed.
That one's filtered and that one's old.
Okay, hold on.
I like how you are like totally studying these right now. That one's more recent, less filtered. more natural, and she wants to be outdoorsy. Are you laughing?
That's no. Keep going. I mean,
I'm good at this game, right?
excellent.
Excellent. Oh, bad haircut.
True story.
That one's very natural. I don't like her haircut
But
like that.
Jamie, more importantly, what do you think?
Yeah.
So, all right, and then this is the last picture I'm going to show.
No, go back to the last one real quick.
I don't like that hat. That hat is awful.
That's not even a picture. It's a waste of a picture.
That is a waste.
It's a waste of a picture.
What are your thoughts? Are you gonna swipe back and like her?
Okay, here you go.
Here you go. That's her right now.
Start talking. What do you think?
That is her right now.
What's your start? What do you think? Go.
I would date her.
Okay.
I would swipe right. Only because like I said, with Bumble, yeah, I would swipe right, and then she's got to respond.
Well, that's true, but I can honestly, out of all those pictures, that's her right now.
By the way.
Sure. I want to get up. By the way,
Jared's out. Jared's out. He's like, hey, I got caught. Now I'm out. I'm back out again.
He's out again. He likes to make a surprise appearance.
Hey, listen, I appreciate that he did. You know, because we hear him in the background a little bit, but I wanted to let everybody know, just so that everybody know, because one of the first things that got mentioned today, I can't even go that far back, was that we look like a cute couple. And I didn't even give any credence to it, but Crystal is seeing Jared and has been seeing Jared for a few months, and I am a huge proponent. I would like the two of them. Like I said, he's a good guy. He treats her well. I like the fact that he does that, and that's important to me. Like, I want to make sure that she's very happy, and Jared makes her happy, and that's what's important to me. So for all you people out there that think that her and I got something going on, you are wrong again. You are wrong again.
Friends.
So
Davey and I are very, 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 very good friends. We talk all the time. We talk about a lot of things, but we are not dating, and we've never dated.
Never.
Mm-mm.
Never even really thought about it, actually. It wasn't ever a discussion.
No. No.
So I do happen to have one more TikTok that I feel is going to perfectly end the show.
All right. Live it up, Buttercup.
This is Grandma Sandy. She's a TikToker.
You know, I've seen this done a couple of times on a couple of different videos, and I'm not quite sure this is real, and I just want to see what's up.
Well, as many of you already know, she's about to find out it is indeed very, very real.
Ooh.
Woo, indeed. You can feel the tension mounting. And as the great Tony Romo would say, here we go, Jim. And that's when Grandma Sandy realized what it would be like to work in the adult entertainment industry. Grandma Sandy, legend.
I saw that. I had no choice. I'm like, I got to share that with everybody. Oh, man. Oh. I saw that today. I'm going through all my stuff. I'm like, oh my God, that is a piss. I gotta share this with everybody else.
Oh my God, that was the best thing ever.
I love the whole narration. The narration was really the best part about that. Was it's just like it's. Oh my God. Oh man. Oh, I watched that like 8 times, laughed every single time about it. It is so funny to watch.
This is Grandma Sandy. She's a TikToker.
You know, I've seen this done a couple of times on a couple of different videos, and I'm not quite sure this is real, and I just want to see what's up.
Well, as many of you already know, she's about to find out it is indeed very, very real.
Ooh.
Woo indeed. You can feel the tension mounting. And as the great Tony Romo would say, here we go, Jim. And that's when Grandma Sandy realized what it would be like to work in the adult entertainment industry. Grandma Sandy, legend.
Like I said, it does it both times. Like every time you watch it, it's just as funny as the first time. My God, it was
so bad. Oh my gosh.
it is that. Oh my God. So that's like I said, that's some of the quality entertainment that you get. And that's what was even funnier was your reaction. Was your reaction the first time? My reaction the 80th time. Like I've seen that video 80 times since then, and it was just as funny each time.
That was so funny. All right, Jamie. Link down below. Or I guess it's not down below.
Here it is. Here it is. Right now. Bam.
Right now. Here's the link. It's also on our page. You can link, fill out your application, sign up. Let's do the dating show. Let's make it happen. Jamie and I want to be matchmakers. Make me a match.
And also please share this out. Like I know that we're doing this. Please share out this video to other people so that they can watch it. I know that they won't be seeing it live, but there's been a lot of people that have been asking about this and wondering what's been going on and how we're doing with this. And every week we get more and more people watching nonstop.
We love it. It's so much fun.
And I feel that this is like, we're going to keep going. We're going to just keep on going.
We're going to keep going. We're good. We're going to keep going.
Like I said, you guys asked for it. You guys are getting it. And this is the type of quality entertainment that you guys can get.
We're funny as shit.
Well, at least in our own minds.
I know, right? It may all happen in our own minds, but we may make ourselves cry, but we got this.
Like I said, I can watch that video 4 or 5 more times and laugh my ass off each one of those times.
Theo, stop eating. Theo.
So definitely next week, just so that you know, next week I'm going to be in Cleveland. So we're going to have Sean. We're going to have Sean on the show.
Sean will be on the show with me 100% for sure. We're going to hope that Jamie is able to log in and make it. Otherwise,
I'm going to be able to make it. And I'm going to be bringing people on from Cleveland. We're going to see what dating is like in the flats. At the flats in Cleveland.
I love it. Sean and I will be running the show. Jamie will be running around trying to find people to date.
See, and hold on here. Sean says, yes, he'll even dress kind of pretty.
Aw, you got to show me up, Buttercup.
You know what? We've already seen Jared wearing pink, so don't wear pink. You have to wear purple.
Are you wearing pink? Yeah, he is in pink right now.
That's
He
what
was in orange earlier.
he said he wears pink all the time.
Oh, there you go. Wear purple.
So exactly. So Sean, you have to go purple.
You got to go purple.
If you're gonna be cute, you got to wear purple.
Well,
The back. All Sean needs is the backwards hat. That's it, and he's done.
He's got to go shopping. Is what
He's got to go shopping. No, he just needs the backwards hat, and he's good.
Just wear the backwards hat. You
Just
wear
the backwards
gray.
hat. All the
Wear
girls
gray.
are
Just like every
on.
other, just like every other girl who wears yoga pants, you got to wear them in gray. Can't wear white. Can't wear black. You got to wear
Oh
gray.
no, Sean
gray.
has the white. Sean has the white. Sweatpants.
Christine says Christine
backwards
says
hat.
you look good in red, Sean.
I know he does look good in red. The red backwards hat. He's good.
Where's it at? Where's my red hat? I don't have it.
Where's your red hat?
It's not close enough for me to grab and just put it on backwards. Or is it? Nope, it's not.
It's not. Mhm.
Yeah, the only backwards hat that I can put on right now would be this.
That doesn't work.
No, it does not work.
No, that does not work. Sean's got the red backwards hat. He's fine. Mm-mm.
And I will be, and exactly, Christine, I understand. It is definitely not the same. So, but that's okay. I can wear a backwards hat with the best of them. I just choose not to because I have hair.
Kind of. You have a mohawk.
But my hair grows in like weeds. You could see.
I know. We've already had this discussion on other podcasts of how your mohawk could be more attractive if you cut it appropriately. Like
and wear a toupee. And wear a toupee.
You don't need to wear a toupee.
Oh well, she got a hold of me. She got a hold of me. You know what? I didn't share this show to her. I have to get her on the show one time.
Stop it. She talked to you again.
Oh no, I reached out to her and said hello. Oh, absolutely. I definitely, you got to keep that relationship going. That's only more and more information. I should have shared this show to her tonight.
All right, we're gonna have
Mabel.
more
Her name
conversation.
is Mabel. Her name is Mabel. Should we show pictures of Mabel?
No, not now. We'll save it for later. We're gonna save it for later.
Yeah, so it can't be next week. It's going to be 3 weeks from now.
Yeah, we'll save it
2
for
weeks
later.
from now. 2 weeks from now, we're on the game show. So fill out the application, share it, get everybody on there. We want to get everybody up.
All right.
She's getting all googly-eyed for Jared in the pink shirt. So
I know I'm getting all googly eyed for a pop up right now.
yeah, it's the pink. It's the pink. He's holding the dog. He's holding the dog, and it's looking all cute. I get it. I understand. I understand.
For me, he just threw up. He's not feeling well.
The dog or Jared?
Mm-hmm. No, the dog.
I was gonna say Jared looked fine for a second ago, and now all of a sudden he's thrown up. So
No, the dog threw up. No, Theo threw up.
all right. Well, listen, everybody. Everybody have a fantastic week. We'll see you guys all next week. But please share this out. Let everybody know we're doing this. We're doing this. We need to get a lot of people because it's going to be hard to make sure that we can get people in the same area. So share this out.
Yes.
You're all part of singles groups. You are all part of singles groups. I know you are. Every one of you. So share it out in that group. Let them know.
I'm sharing.
I'm sharing it out to all of my groups.
Share away.
It'll be fun.
It will be fun. Jamie, I love you.
Crystal, you're the best.
It's the best ever. We are two birds
Having a podcast.
having a podcast.
You guys have a great night.
Good night, y'all.